Oh, Jefferson.
To go. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
I saw a 21, like, alright, whatever.
Yellow. There's a line, right? Yellow, yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 57 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Okay.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 30 base. Check 53 is mine. Quit talking about it. And snap.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Okay. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3. Come on, set. 8, read. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Oh, that animation.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
Did you mean to switch
and it's
them?
Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Okay.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. On 1st down. Dillon, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Mahomes got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here? And Mack has the ball stripped. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet.
Like, why are you
watching
even
to
took
see
that?
if the knee was
That's the
down
one. That's the
prior to
frustrating
the
thing.
ball
Like, it's
coming out.
obviously down.
What you
Like,
just
why?
said there, you nailed it,
Not even
because
close.
if the ball's shifting or moving before the
It's
knee or
like,
any other
like,
part of the body
what?
hits the ground,
Come on,
then
man,
that would
it
be
was
considered a
down.
fumble.
Like, all right, I thought like that's the only response you get. Like,
the Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. They had a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check. 53's mine. Check.
Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
what?
He will score.
Cheat 'em.
Touchdown, Kansas City. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball.
You're not watching, are you?
And then my
You working on
favorite.
players?
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Look at look at how horrible the pursuit, like how he just dipped off the dude. Like there was nothing. Yeah.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Are you serious?
Here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Because
That'll be marked as a 27-yard
Horn
pickup.
doing? What are you doing? How you lose him? I know that. That's not what I'm mad at. At that fucking horn.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and set up the screen
what are you doing?
And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 40 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5.
No!
And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run it. Here's Dillon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is. Here on 3rd. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Ooh.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check four.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pass it. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Curtis Samuel, 47 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Yeah. It's still
this one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
You have to reset it when you do that shit, actually.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
I don't think it's, I just don't like people sit in the same
The previous
shell.
run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Mahomes now to throw. And
I think I pressed aggressive to get in there.
Nicole Hardman, the intended
We'll
target.
miss the rest of the season.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Here we go on 4th down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So not only did they
audible
convert
to
on
something
4th,
else, and
but
then
they
I saw
pick
you
up
back up.
22 yards in the process. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Completes it to Hardman. What? And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
How you get animated
that
going
last catch
to the
short of the marker
sideline
by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Running right, here's Dillon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with one from you.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up.
And a
big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Gets past one man. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
He's coming.
Here's Marlon Mack. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
Yeah, he is. But
and this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there for Indy. 56 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll set up a throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 55.
2nd and 4. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell there to make the grab. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Oh, no. Oh, no, it's stinky.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
after the incompletion. Here now, 3rd and 2. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Ben Davis can really get back there like that.
As his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 13-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man is Samuel. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
They'll run on 1st down.
This pursuit angle.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Down. 90 Wolf. Number 53. Mike 53. Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe...
And the ball is knocked out, and the Colts pick it up.
That's the 3rd time this game they did that dumbass pump.
At the 23-yard line.
Yeah.
So the
Took a play.
defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's
no, it would have been happened on the second one.
He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They go play action here on 1st down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Mahomes now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. This secondary has been roasted in this first half. Are they going to measure revenge there? Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, what do you think? You get the ball at the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Mike 53. Ricky. Pick the edge. Come. Check safety. Back. Snap.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Ready. 70. Indy. Watch the slant. Hey, Charlie. Mike 53. Deep rip.
They'll drop the throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready. 53 is the mic. Yo.
On 1st down, it's Mack. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
15 line. I got it. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
2nd and 14. Forced out to his left. Pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Watch the screen. 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he's taken down inside the 30. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000.
If it's not Nelson,
yards.
There's nobody blocking him like that on that.
Lots of
Get the
clapping
fuck out
for
of
this
here,
one, right?
man.
Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis.
No, it wasn't even Chris Jones. The dude who went through Chris Jones then got Parsons. That dude.
Zonka.
Wasn't Nelson?
60 Pittsburgh. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 36. Get it.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready? 10 logo. 53. Mike. Hey, Wahoo. 53 is the mic. 53. Go.
2nd and 13. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
I thought she was going to throw elsewhere.
Read it well, and it's picked.
No!
And
I thought she was throwing it to
the
I thought she was going to your check down.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we
No,
think
I'm talking about
big
Davis
breakers,
or
don't we?
whoever that was.
In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Well, they brought the lead into this 3rd quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing.
And he goes down. It's a sack.
You're going to have to run it one day.
Back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points.
It's only a 5-yard penalty.
And this time they take their man down.
This is taken at the 18. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They knew they were going to have great field position. Went all out, got a little too
Roughing the
aggressive.
kicker.
And you have to
It would have
understand
been
angles.
that should have been
down.
running into the
When they're
kicker.
that backed up,
If anything.
you got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Should have just went elsewhere.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Mahomes on target there to Hill. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
I'm an idiot. I'm a
Now
full
a shot
ass
taken
idiot.
on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I had something wide the fuck open.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Come on, QB, come on.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Set, 8, read. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
2nd and 3. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Kill. Check 37.
On first down, it's Mack. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
They'll go again here with Mack. They juked him. And some room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They go right back to Mack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. They'll run it now.
You got to be shitting me, man.
Not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 74 yards. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
He did?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. With that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. On play action, they'll throw.
How's that cross open every fucking time,
And
man?
they'll get it up just short of
Every
the 45
time.
at the 44. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On second down, it's Mack. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run here with Mack. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
First and 10 at the 27-yard
On the ready. 53 protein spill. Watch the out.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get into all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, you crowd the line of scrimmage. If they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On third down, Hines. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
I forgot the 3 people that do run it every time in that situation.
A game-winning field
every
goal
time
will be a
in
chip
that
shot
situation,
from here. Let's
you're
see
one
how
of
they
the 3
play it
people
on
to
first
do it.
and goal.
Yes, every time. In this situation, no.
They'll run here with Mack. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win.
That was perfect accuracy.
Is right through.
Okay, yeah, I didn't even have a chance. I got off the line perfect, too. I didn't even get a damn chance.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Indianapolis, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.